Hello, beautiful. Welcome to the Yes You Mae live stream podcast where we hashtag live, learn, grow. Today, I want to talk to you about getting your creativity flowing. I think it's easy to get into a rut and to just feel stuck because, frankly, I don't think as humans we are meant to sit in front of a computer screen for 8 hours a day. Actually, I know that is true for a fact. We're not meant to be sitting constantly all day long, and definitely not in front of a computer screen all day long. And that concept of us being productive by sitting still all day, it's a newer concept. You know what I mean? So it's very easy, at least for me, and maybe this isn't the case for you. And if that's, awesome. Awesome. If this is not the case for you, congratulations. I guess you could skip this, or maybe it'll still give you some ideas, but it's very easy to feel to get distracted, to be looking at the phone, doing something else, want to go get a drink, yada, 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 get nothing done, get frustrated with yourself because you didn't get anything done in the allotted amount of time. Just me? No? Maybe? So somebody asked me today, not really asked me, kind of brought up something, was like, oh, so that's your secret. And I was like, what's my secret? And it got me thinking, what do I do? What works for me? What am I doing when I come up with something creative? And what I've discovered is a few things. There's 1, 2, 3, I think. Summit, stop. We'll have to edit that out for the actual podcast. Sorry. So there's about 4 things I want to share with you for ideas that I use that maybe will work for you, maybe won't, but I think they'll at least get you on a path or give you an idea of where to start. So the first thing that I really find that is my most productive time, you can love this, is walks with my dog. Walks outside. Obviously, if you don't have a dog, you don't have to have a dog. But getting outside, moving my body, walking, running, hiking, going on a trail, going around the neighborhood, going up a mountain, any of it while I am moving physically and thinking, not talking to friends per se, which I'm sure that could work, but I do a lot of walking alone and a lot of walking with the dog. So I have a lot of time to think. And that is when I get my best ideas. That's when I work out my speeches. I was thinking about this on a 1.5 mile walk with the dog earlier, and I was like, man, we should just record this. So I find that just that act of doing 2 things at once gets me out of my own head, gets me out of the oh my gosh, I'm not doing anything mindset, because I am doing something. I'm physically moving my body. And I think because I'm physically moving my body, I'm able to connect even more. And I think my body responds really well. My brain really responds well to that. And I'm not a doctor or a scientist or anything like that, but I think if you are and you know about this, please come on down. Let me know. We'll talk about it. I think it'd be super interesting. But just getting your body moving is the point. Out in walks in nature. Which brings me to the second thing that I tend to do. If I'm frustrated in a location and things aren't working well, I will move work locations. So I'm often right here working, right? But I'll get bored, I'll get stale. And I will move to the couch, move to the dining room table, move to the deck, maybe go sit in bed and snuggle up with the dog and work that way. I will get out of this one location and go somewhere else. Maybe that's a coffee shop. Maybe that's to a park. Wherever it could be for you to just get out of the same space, get out of the monotony, because things get stale. And unless you're constantly changing things up, you can get in a rut. So it's good to move your location every now and again, or at least it is for me. Maybe if you work great in the same location, good for you, but just an idea, maybe you can try that. The other thing that I do, which is, similar, is if I'm really getting all up in my head and I'm not getting things accomplished and I can't get focused, I will go and do something physical, not just a walk. Yes, walks work, but I will start a load of laundry, unload the dishwasher, literally anything physical, water the plants. It doesn't matter what it is. It's just physically moving my body and accomplishing a task that needs to be done. It's probably in the back of my head anyways, like, oh man, you get the laundry going. You got a house full of people here. You know what I mean? That will just get me out of the mindset and then let me come back and focus. I think that can really make a difference, but you have to be careful with stuff like that because it can lead down quite the rabbit hole. And if you have other people in the household, they can derail you real quick, right? They can really get you off track in no time. So you just have to be diligent, set those healthy boundaries, state them out loud. If it happens, be like, honey, no, I appreciate that you have this thing you want to tell me, but I got to get back to what I was doing. I was just doing a quick break just to reset. And I think that can make a really big difference. And then the last thing that I think I do that you could try is I will turn on music that doesn't have words. I think they call it binary music, hertz, 350 hertz. You can look up on YouTube. There's cafe music. I like the cafe channels. It's like coffee shop music, smooth jazz, relaxing, like even beach waves, anything that's just kind of stimulating, getting the brain going, but keeping me focused. So I don't want words and songs to sing along to because then I'm probably down off that track and not really focused on my work, but something that gets my brain running and going and ticking, right? And allows me to gain that focus. So those are my 4 things that I do to work on getting my creativity. I go for walks, runs, hikes, whatever it might be, out in nature with my dog, who is chewing a bone right now. Apologies if you can hear that in the background. I will move my physical work location to somewhere else, anywhere else, the deck, the couch, the bed with the dog, maybe a coffee shop, a park, something. I will do something physical for like a chore or, something that needed to be done anyways. It's in my task, but just physically accomplish something rather than just completely be mental. And then I will put on relaxing, soothing music that just kind of gets you in the flow, that keeps something interesting going on, but, keeps you all mellow and focused with any luck. Bonus tip, just thought of this. I also really like aromatherapy. I think that can really help. I think sometimes I don't do it every day, but I'll light a candle or turn on a diffuser with a nice scent and just breathe it in. Or if I'm out of everything, I'll put on a nice smelling hand cream, or maybe a nice perfume just to like change up the routine. I think the key with getting your creativity going and being productive when you are not feeling it is changing things up, or at least if you have ADHD like I do, that really works for me. If you have any thoughts, any ideas on all this, I shouldn't be so aggressive with that. Please let me know. Share your thoughts. Share what works for you. Maybe I can learn something new that I've never thought of before, and others can learn from you as well. Hope this is helpful. I appreciate you listening, you watching, you checking it out, and I will see you again very soon. Thanks, guys.